Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, Lil Houseplants. Today we'll be talking about some houseplants that I've just been loving for the month of January. We're gonna call these my January favorites. I have quite a few houseplants here and I'm excited to share them with you. If you're new to the channel, my name is Lauren. I love to collect houseplants and take care of them. I'm just a plant enthusiast. Follow me over on Instagram where you'll get to see more of my plants and the daily things I do with them over at Lil Houseplants, just on Instagram. But let's just go ahead and get started. We're gonna start with one of my science experiment plants. This is just a common anthurium that my grandma bought me for Valentine's Day last year. So I've had this plant for over a year now. And truthfully, for most of the year, I just kind of neglected it until I got this strange idea to propagate the plant. I mean, as plant owners, that's not really a strange thought. So I've had it growing in this cute little salsa jar for, I want to say like 5 months now. If you can take a look at all of those cute pink roots, they're adorable. And then if you'll notice right here, I finally have a new leaf growing in. And honestly, just like watching this plant grow and, I don't know, see my propagation be successful is so rewarding. And I can't stop looking at those roots. So it's such a fun, easy plant. Normally this one has red blooms on them, but I cut those off just so I can focus on the leaves. And it just looks so good on my shelf. So it's a very fun plant. I love it. A fun experiment. We like when those go right? Okay, the next one I want to share about, I think, okay, looking at the plants that I picked, these are all like science experiments or rehab plants that are coming back. And I think that's why they bring me so much joy, is because it's nice to see them recover or grow and thrive. So leading to the next plant. Here we have my Philodendron McDowell, also known as the anniversary plant. This is a plant that my husband bought me for our anniversary. This plant, when it came, it had 3 big leaves, but it came with root rot, so I had to completely rehab it and I chopped those leaves off. And then this one, sorry, I thought I saw a bug. Then this leaf came and it came out a little wonky. You can tell it's like ripped right here, it's kind of discolored, and but I'm happy to say that it has fully recovered from the root rot. I've got some very happy and healthy little roots growing in there. And then if you'll notice right here, I have another new leaf growing in. I imagine this leaf will be quite a bit smaller than this one here, just because of the damage and the energy that this plant took to regrow all these roots. But I'm very excited to get a new leaf and to see this plant recover. It's very fun. So the Philodendron McDowell, that's one of my favorites. Moving on, we'll talk about another philodendron. This is the neon philodendron. I have this one hanging up in a macrame hanger in one of our windows, and I just love how it looks in the sunlight, and I can't stop staring at it. It's just beautiful. It's a little bald on top, but that's okay. I mean, it's hanging. That's normally what hanging plants look like. But these leaves are just so lush and full, and it's growing new leaves for me, and it just makes me very happy. I love to look at it. So that's another one of my favorites. This is a very common houseplant. You can find it at most, I don't know, sometimes you can find it at grocery stores or at nurseries. It's beautiful and I love it so much. Okay, on to the next plant that I want to talk about. This is another rehab plant, another plant that I have been through the ringer with. So I believe it was in November, this plant got root rot and it got it really bad. it ended up having this full lush root system going down to just tiny stubs for roots, and I ended up losing a leaf, which is fine, but it is now just starting to bounce back, and if you'll notice right there, it is going to grow a new leaf for me. And I just can't believe it, like watching the journey that this plant has been on and just assuming that it was going to die, you know, assuming the worst as we do. I'm very proud of it. We've got some beautiful healthy roots growing right there. If you've ever had root rot, you know it's a pain, it's the worst. You really have to keep up on your plants to keep them healthy. And luckily this one's bouncing back, luckily. Okay, on to the next one. This is another hanging plant that I have been very in love with. I got it at Pistil and Thorn. I hope I'm saying that right. It's just a local plant shop. It is this giant Rickrack Cactus. I am just obsessed with the funky way that the leaves are shaped and how it hangs. If you'll notice here, we've got some fun new growth coming in as well. And it's just so unique, it's so different, and I just love it. It's very fun. It's a fun decor piece hanging up in our living room, and I love it. Very fun. Okay, and then this is the very last plant that I want to share with you guys. This is a cutting that I bought off of a gal on Instagram. Don't laugh at how she's funnily, you know, awkwardly staked up. But this is a Monstera Stanleyana Aria. So if you'll notice, the variegation isn't so white, it's a bit creamier, a little bit more on the yellow side. And I've got this cute little leaf that just popped in. It's so fun watching this plant grow. It took forever to root, and so now to see the leaves unfurling and to watch it grow has been super exciting. As you guys know, when you propagate something, the first leaf that comes in is always a bit smaller, a little bit awkward, and that's just because your plant has been focusing on root growth, not so much on making big, beautiful leaves. So as this one grows, it'll form more leaves that look like this and that aren't so awkward and small. Okay. That is all that I have for you guys today. Let me know in the comments if you guys have these plants and if you love them. I'd love to chat about it. Or which plants have you been loving recently? I am on the hunt to buy some new plants, so I'd love to hear all about your guys' collection and what you've got going on there. So yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye!
Dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
I just love them so much. So much.